Hello, Jacob here, and today I have a couple of pickups to share with you. A couple of hats and also a couple of massive jerseys. Of something that, well, I'd say makes a first in my collection, or at the very least, yeah. This is probably a first for me. So, yeah. Stay tuned and I'll explain in a little bit. But first off, got a couple of hats that will pair with some stuff coming up, or complete a collection, I should say, depending on which one it is. Because this first one will complete my Chicago Bulls City collection for this past year. Because I have the shorts, I have the jersey, and I also now have the fitted for it. So yeah, this is a size 8 Chicago Bulls 5950 City Edition 1920 white hat. So yeah, I mean, nothing too fancy, just your standard 5950 fitted. And then I also have, to kind of go with, well, not really this, but hint hint, stay tuned. It'll be a topper to round out my collection for the 2019-2020 Timberwolves City Edition. So, yeah, as you can see here, there's the 2019-2020 City Edition fitted. That goes along with the shorts. And, again, will also go along with the jersey. Stay tuned for that, because I just found out it shipped after coming from well, I'll explain more in that video. So yeah, nothing fancy, just your typical 5950. And now on to the big guns of this particular video. So last Tuesday, I went on Pristine Auctions. Now for those of you who don't know, that is a website that deals with a bunch of signed memorabilia, whether it be jerseys, hats, collectibles like mini helmets or baseballs, cards, you name it. And was browsing through and ended up bidding on a couple of things. Well, let's just say I actually bidded on 3 things and ended up winning 2 of them. And, well, if you know anything about me, you'll know the 2 things that I won. Yeah, by the way, if you don't know this, I'm a Vikings fan, so... So, yeah. Let's go ahead and show off the receipt here. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I got a couple of signed Vikings jerseys. Now, for now, they'll end up staying in the package just until I can find some room, and then once I actually get those officially, like, set up and stuff, then I'll kind of do, like, a Vikings sort of preview moving forward, and then kind of show you actually what they look like, framed and all that stuff. But, as I said before, I'd kind of have to find some frames, and then do a little rearranging and all that stuff. But anyway, enough rambling, and on to the pickups. So, as you saw kind of before, I had 2 Vikings, 1 legend, 1 current, and, yeah. First up, the legend. Boom. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Paul Krause, Minnesota Vikings, signed with the JSA Certificate of Authenticity. Comes with the tagging, the stickering, and all that stuff. The signature, Krause, and all that stuff. And yeah, Paul Krause was a very intricate part of the early Vikings days, like especially the Purple People Eater era. He was a very crucial part of that defense. And I know for a long time he actually held a lot of records for the Vikings. And, well, I don't know if any of them are still standing today. I'm pretty sure most of them are. but he had a lot of like interception records and stuff like that. He was the original 22. And now Harrison Smith, who I guess made the 22 again famous, I'd say he's doing him pretty well because, again, Paul Krause is a very good player. And now, on to the last one. On to a current Viking, Irv Smith Jr. Color Rush. And this one is, I want to say this is a Beckett. Yep, this is a Beckett jersey. So, Smith Jr., you can see the signature. And yeah, Irv Smith Jr. Irv Smith Jr. will definitely be the future of the Minnesota Vikings tight end group because, well, last year he had a tremendous year for the Vikings. I mean, he's one of those players who has a very bright future because he's kind of a hybrid player. He reminds me a lot of like a speedier tight end / receiver threat, which we can utilize him in a few different roles there, which will be nice. Just because, again, it's been a while since we've had, a player like that. And obviously he's going to be the heir apparent to Kyle Rudolph whenever Rudolph hangs it up. But the way it's going now, it probably won't be anytime soon. Because, again, Kyle Rudolph, Irv Smith Jr., actually a pretty good tight end duo. And Irv Smith Jr. really showed up after Thielen went down. And was sort of another key cog to the offense, which kept us from going completely stale. And basically everyone just blocking Diggs. So, yeah. I mean, that'll basically conclude this round of stuff. And like I say, once I get these actually, framed and all that stuff, I'll kind of show them off more. But for now, just kind of have to figure it out and, get some frames and stuff. Again, just once all this sort of blows over and all that stuff, and who knows how long that's going to take. But yeah, till we meet again, this is Jacob, and have a good day.